The concert is just a bridge between the medium, which is the orchestra, and the audience, and see if they can connect. You're just a conduit for a process of communication between the audience and the story, or whatever we are presenting with the group. My name is Lina González-Granados, and I am the resident conductor of the LA Opera. I was born in Cali, Colombia, and I grew up there for the majority of my childhood. In school, they had something called the tunas, which were groups, like some sort of choruses that had like these Spanish choreographies, and I used to be the castañet girl, and I fell in love with music. In my freshman year in college, I fell in love with conducting, and when I first went and sang on a very, very big choir, it was a huge production. I really felt that I needed to be on the podium and see like the center of the action.
So round.
When you're really in the zone, it's, I would say, a state of total bliss.
Now I'll subdivide here.
Where you are aware of where things are happening and you're able to communicate through it. And very exciting when you can find that connection with people. It takes a lot of vulnerability also from the side of the musicians to let themselves communicate as well, because they're also arriving to a collective thought of 80 people going through the same and contributing on the same part.
Thank you very much. The beginning with that rest. Bum, bum. So a little more.
Very early in my education, I think those were the places where I found the most challenges, and all of them were opportunities and gatekeeping. So the opportunities were already scarce in Colombia, and if you add people who don't want to teach you and don't want to see you grow beyond their own vision of what you can accomplish, it's very hard to go past that. So I think I learned pretty early in my career that I just have to pivot very fast, because there is no point in trying to convince them otherwise. When everything is only about the theory of doing things instead of actually doing it, there is a huge disconnect. And then when you are in that process of being like so intellectually connected to the concept and not actually to the sound, then coming back to the sound is just remembering what you felt when you were a little girl in the tuna, or when you were just dancing your salsa, or singing out loud your Backstreet Boys song or your Beatles song, and then feeling how that make you feel and connecting that to what you're doing now. I mean, it's all about the music. It's not about who you are, what do you look, and what kind of color your passport is. It's about how much music can you show, and how is your heart connected to your hands.